What if I told you that a teenager who arrived in America with only $500 would one day build a billion-dollar manufacturing empire and own a professional football team? He began as an immigrant. He washed dishes to survive. He studied while working long hours. And he never stopped believing that opportunity could change his life. This is the incredible story of Shahid Khan. Shahid Khan was born in Lahore, Pakistan. His family lived modestly. They weren't wealthy, but they believed that education and hard work could open doors that money never could. Those values stayed with him for the rest of his life. As he grew older, Shahid dreamed of studying engineering in the United States. It wasn't an easy decision. It meant leaving his family, his country, and everything familiar. At just 16 years old, Shahid arrived in America with about $500. No wealthy connections, no guarantees, only a suitcase and a dream. Money was extremely tight. To save every possible dollar, Shahid rented a small room at the local YMCA. Luxury wasn't part of the plan. Survival was. To pay his bills, Shahid worked washing dishes for about $1.20 an hour. The work was difficult, but every paycheck brought him one step closer to his education. After work, he went straight to class. Long days became normal. Shahid believed that every hour spent learning was an investment in a better future. While studying engineering, Shahid found work at a small manufacturing company that produced vehicle parts. At first, it was simply a job. He had no idea that one day he would own the company. While working in manufacturing, Shahid noticed something others had accepted for years. Most truck bumpers were built using several welded pieces. He believed there had to be a stronger and more efficient solution. Instead of accepting the old design, Shahid started imagining a completely different one. A bumper made from a single piece of steel, stronger, simpler, and easier to manufacture. In 1978, Shahid decided to take a huge risk. He started his own manufacturing company. The workshop was small, the resources were limited, but his belief in the idea was enormous. Convincing customers wasn't easy. Large manufacturers preferred familiar suppliers, but Shahid believed his design could speak for itself. Little by little, it did. His company was tiny compared with the industry's biggest manufacturers, but Shahid wasn't trying to be the biggest. He was trying to be the best. Quality became his greatest advantage. More companies began placing orders. Production increased. The little workshop was becoming a real manufacturing business. Years of persistence were finally beginning to pay off. Then came an extraordinary opportunity. The company where Shahid had once worked became available. Years after walking through its doors as an employee, he bought it. The student who had started at the bottom was now the owner. Buying the factory wasn't the finish line. It was the beginning. Now, Shahid had the responsibility to build a company that could compete with the very best in the world, and he was just getting started. Year after year, Shahid continued improving his company. He invested in better technology, better quality, and better people. The small workshop he started years earlier was becoming one of the world's leading manufacturers of automotive parts. The automotive industry began taking notice. Large manufacturers trusted his company's quality and reliability. Contracts continued growing, and with every new customer, his reputation grew stronger. The company expanded far beyond one city, then beyond one country. Factories opened in different parts of the world. What began as a dream carried in one suitcase had become an international business operation. After decades of hard work, Shahid became one of the wealthiest self-made entrepreneurs in America. But he rarely talked about money. He believed success wasn't measured by what you owned, but by what you built. Even after building a manufacturing empire, Shahid still loved sports. As a lifelong fan, he never imagined that one day he would own a professional football team. In 2011, Shahid achieved something few people ever imagined. He became the owner of a professional American football team. The teenager who had arrived with $500 now owned one of the biggest franchises in sports. A few years later, another opportunity appeared, this time across the Atlantic. Shahid became the owner of one of England's historic football clubs. His love for sports had become part of his legacy. Despite all his success, Shahid never forgot the young immigrant who arrived with one suitcase. The dishwasher, the engineering student, the dreamer. Every chapter mattered, because without those struggles, there would never have been this success. As his company grew, Shahid never believed leadership meant standing above people. He believed great leaders work beside them. Respect, trust, and teamwork became the foundation of everything he built. Even after becoming successful, Shahid often remembered the teenager washing dishes to pay for school. Those difficult days never embarrassed him. They reminded him where determination can lead. Success gave Shahid something more valuable than wealth. It gave him the opportunity to open doors for others. He believed that education, curiosity, and hard work could change lives, just as they had changed his. One decision changed everything. Leaving home wasn't easy. It meant uncertainty, sacrifice, and loneliness. But sometimes, the hardest decision becomes the one that transforms your future. Shahid Khan's journey teaches us something powerful. Success doesn't begin with money. It begins with learning, with showing up every day, with solving problems, and with refusing to let difficult beginnings define your future. Shahid Khan's story reminds us that your starting point does not define your destination. He arrived in a new country with little more than a suitcase, worked as a dishwasher to pay for school, and never stopped learning or believing in his dream. Through persistence and hard work, he built businesses that created opportunities for thousands. If his journey inspired you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more incredible success stories, and let us know in the comments whose story we should tell next. Remember, your circumstances today do not have to become your future.